Hey, Jennifer?
Yes.
Hey, meteorologist Hunter Ward. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for meeting us out on what was your home?
Yes,
here,
it
right
was.
on the
Yep.
Swannanoa River
Yep.
here.
That morning, I was getting ready to go to work, and they'd called off work, so we didn't have to go, but I was going to go in because I thought, the water might come up, and I'd packed my bag. Came back in to get my purse and my computer, and when I was walking out, the tree fell, and you could just hear it. It didn't come through, but you could hear it, and you could hear the foundation. I mean, you could hear the foundation turn. It made a noise, and then the house tilted. So I thought, well, I'm not, and I tried to get out, and I couldn't get out. The doors were all, you couldn't get out. It was off the foundation, and so you were stuck. So I went up to the second floor because I thought, well, the water's not going to get this high, And I tried to open the window. I thought, well, get some air and get, if the water does come up, it could go out. And then I couldn't get the window open, and I heard something. And so I walked back through the hallway and looked, because I had those cathedral ceilings right here. I looked up and I saw that, I had a refrigerator and I had a couch in it. But of course, I didn't even know what it was. It was so surreal. It was just, what is that floating at the top of my cathedral above me? The house kind of imploded, and the window was gone. So I was right here at where the window had been, so I could see out, and it dropped to the street, and I was going that way, but I was going really, really fast. But at that point, the water wasn't even up to people's homes. I mean, they were just, it wasn't that far up yet. So if the tree hadn't turned me and opened it up for the water to come in, I know it would have eventually taken it, but I think I would have been able to get out of here safely. When I got into the river, the house, I was underneath the house. So I got out from underneath the house, but it was hard because things were hitting me as I was trying to get out. But I swam out from underneath. I mean, it was going so fast, you really couldn't do much. But at that point, I could pull the roof back so I could get out, a piece of the roof back. And I got out, and of course I was going under all the time. I was going under, and I would find pieces of houses, and use them as flotation devices. I just grab them and hold on. But then we'd be heading toward a tree, so I'd have to let go and avoid the tree. And it was so fast, it took off my shoes and my pants. So, I mean, it just ripped everything off and ripped my shirt to pieces. So I was just underwater, and then I saw a roof. And I thought, well, let me see if I can get on this and see what's going, get above it, because I was underwater most of the time. So I got on top of it. I grabbed it and got on top of it as it was going by. And then I thought, well, probably not a smart thing, because when this breaks, I'll be underneath it. And I don't want that to happen. So, but I was able to see that no other houses were affected, and I didn't see any people. All the way down, there was not a soul.
Really?
Yep.
Nobody even out standing at
nobody.
the river?
I didn't see one person. And I kept thinking, I guess everybody had evacuated. I went around a corner. I went around a curve in the river, and it curved, and it was narrow, more narrow then. And as I went around the curve, I was able to, it shot me kind of toward the bank. So I was able to grab a tree at that point and drag myself to the bank. And that was the first time I had my feet on the ground. So it was great. I said, maybe I'm going to make it. This is incredible. And I thought I was going to die. So I thought, if this is my last vision of the river, that's great, because the waterfall was right over here. You could just see it. And it was just beautiful. And so I got kind of trapped up in some bushes that were sticky. But it held me in place while the river was rushing. So I was able to stand there probably about 15 minutes. And I thought, well, I've got to get back out. I can't climb this rock wall. So I took the vines off of me and shot right back out in the middle of the river. And then a little farther down, it wasn't much farther down, a big tree had fallen. So it was a huge trunk. So I grabbed the trunk, and I kind of just held on to the trunk and then shimmied my way up to the bank. The river bank was straight up, and it was, there wasn't any, it was rocks, it was trees, it was bushes. So I was trying, and I'd hurt my leg really badly. So I was trying to get up over that, and I kept sitting, and I'd go backwards. And then I thought, I'm going to die of exposure because I didn't know where I was. And then all of a sudden I looked up, and I could see a top of a house. And I thought, oh, thank God. So I climbed farther up, and when I saw the deck, I said, I didn't even scream it. I just said, help, like that. And they came, and I was on their property by then. I dragged myself up on their property. And then other neighbors came, and because I said, I can't get up. You know, I can't walk. I've hurt my leg. But they got me up and got me in.
Pure exhaustion. From being in the water.
Yeah, and I was all blue, you know, from being in the water. It was so cold. My feet were blue. My legs were blue. I mean, it was pretty bizarre, the whole thing. So they got me up.
You look much better.
Well, I'm alive, I tell you. That is much better. Yeah.
You know, what are we? 2 months out from it, and you yourself have made a wonderful recovery, and so hearing your resilience and your story, because how long did you stay there with those folks?
11 days. I stayed 11 days, and they were so nice. The whole community just welcomed me. They gave me a surprise birthday party because my birthday happened during that time. They had community dinners. I mean, it was just lovely.
A little bit about your plan for the future.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on if the county buys our property and makes it into a parkland. That's what the big next step hopefully will be. And if that happens, then I will have more to play with and figure out what I want. Do I want to buy? I'm not sure. I'm 67. Would I really want to buy something again? Maybe I want to travel. Maybe this will be a good time for me just to retire and travel. So I'm not really sure. I mean, once this happened, it opened up, even though it was a tragedy and it was a catastrophe, it opened up so many doors for me. I met new people, do different things. It makes me not being, I don't have the responsibilities anymore of a house and taking care of it that I loved terribly, but it changes your perspective. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do.
I love how you're looking at it as this is a step to my next portion of my life. This journey. This is what was supposed to happen, and I'm going to move forward with it. Just like when you fell into the water, those were your circumstances, and you said, all right, I got to get a plan to move forward. And I think that kind of resonates with every person in Buncombe County in Western North Carolina, regardless of the effects, yours as severe as they could come. Mine as far as just getting supplies and things together. We all got our plan together. We all kind of rose above this.
Everybody did. It was amazing. The support I received personally was amazing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. And then to come back into the community when we were able to get out, to see how everybody was coming together. I mean, it was just a blessing, and for so many people.
Well, I appreciate you sharing your heart-wrenching story with me. Can I get a hug?
Yeah.
I love talking to people